Lovely guest speakers. Thank you so much for coming along. I'm going to start off with Chika Russell.
Hi.
Can you give her a round of applause?
Hi. Nice to meet you all. Nice to be here. So I was basically asked to start to speak about what my beginnings and what made me make the transition, and how's it all going and how we're going back to Africa as well. So I launched Chika's Foods in 2014, and it was really about setting myself a challenge of making the snacks I grew up with on the streets of Nigeria more mainstream. So it wasn't just a snack you'd find strewn on the floor in the world food aisles in Asda or Tesco's or Brixton and Peckham in really poorly packaged cellophane bags. It's kind of making it accessible so that those who've never been to Africa could experience what it was like. And that's what I did. So I was in banking at the time. I was an analyst, local markets and foreign exchange. And I had my first child, and I have two now. And I just thought, well, now's as good a time as any. And so I left. And the first challenge was really to create a premium brand that would be mainstream. And we started by supplying five-star hotels like the Ritz, Dorchester, Sofitel, Taj, Marriott's, etc. And then that was going well. Then we moved into kind of more mainstream places like Waitrose and Ocado, and still quite premium places like Selfridges and Whole Foods. And then we continued to grow and kind of spread our wings a bit more to food service businesses like Compass. So you'd see the products in law firms, investment banks, as well as industry head offices like, I don't know, Chelsea Football Club or Sainsbury's. And then we moved into airlines. So we've been going for just under 3 years. We've been very lucky, but we have a great team. And so, I mean, more people are trying the snacks. They're more familiar with what a plantain crisp might be, or whereas before everyone would have kind of referred to it as bananas or, something like that. And the kind of standard hand-toasted peanuts we're used to on the streets of Nigeria, just in a wrap and not that expensive at all. And so you kind of see a nice variety of kind of those snacks around now, and that's what makes me most proud. So now that, now that we're growing and things are going well, we're not really trying to spread our wings as further afield than the UK, in fact, because we still want to develop that strong brand that people develop and build an affinity with and buy into. But obviously for us it's important that whilst we draw inspiration from the streets of Nigeria, we give back to those communities. We do that because our hand-toasted peanuts, for example, are produced there and they continue to be produced there. But we are trying to export back to Nigeria because, my plantain crisps are better than the ones I grew up with, naturally. So I now want other people in Nigeria to taste actually how it is, if it's stored properly, if it's not always in direct sunlight, if it's produced with sunflower instead of vegetable, and all these kind of things. That is work in progress. It's not an easy task. Takes a long time to get across the sea, and there's lots of logistical issues, infrastructure issues, as you can imagine. But yeah, no, so far the journey's been a really fun and exciting one. It's been fantastic for me and our small team of 12 people to open the eyes of all these various buyers and challenge the bigger players who are out there and take shelf space from them as well. And we hope to continue to do good things.